And joining us now with more on Iran and its ambitions for regional hegemony is Dr. Mordechai Kedar, researcher at the Begin Sadat Center for Strategic Studies and an expert on the Middle East. Thank you for joining us. So Iran has become increasingly aggressive against Israel and increasingly involved on Israel's borders. This is something it has sought out to do for years, but why the escalation now?
There are several reasons which accumulated during the last couple of months. One is the Ramadan, which is always a reason for tension between Muslims and others. What happened on the Al-Aqsa Mosque also, where the police actually attacked those rioters in the Al-Aqsa Mosque in the eve of the Seder some 10 days ago. And the weakness which they feel from Israel because of the petitions of the pilots and some sailors and other soldiers who said that they will not volunteer to the army unless the Knesset stops legislating laws which they claim it's against democracy, as they claim. So don't forget also what happened last October 2022, when Israel was forced by Hezbollah, under Lapid, of course, were forced by Hezbollah to sign the maritime borders between Israel and Lebanon according to the Lebanese demand. And Lebanon got everything, means Hezbollah got everything, while Israel got nothing from that agreement. And this also gave Israel a very bad image. And if you very weak image, and if you combine all these reasons, you can understand what makes the Iranians feel much better. You can add to this the fact that Saudi Arabia during the last couple of weeks actually changed its orientation from being loyal to the West, like America and NATO. Now they joined the Eastern Bloc, means Russia, Iran, China, North Korea, Venezuela.
That actually leads me,
Hamas is also part of this.
So that leads me to my next question, because we are seeing Iran reopening its embassy in Saudi Arabia, for example, after the two countries reached a deal brokered by China. And reports today indicating that the Saudis will be hosting Hamas senior officials as well. How big of a blow is this to Israel? The United States has clearly dropped the ball when it comes to the Abraham Accords. Is peace with Saudi Arabia still a possibility?
Less than it was, and it was not a big chance, because the Saudis still remember what the Iranians did to them in the morning, early morning of September 14, 2019. When the Iranians attacked two giant facilities of the oil of the Saudis, and they actually paralyzed some 50% of the Saudi ability to export oil for a couple of months. And the Saudis, because of that, did not join the Abraham Accords, and they behaved all this time according to the Iranian dictates, because Saudi Arabia is a very weak country when it comes to military force. They did not succeed to deal with the Houthis in Yemen for 8 long years, with the Houthis. People who are barefoot militia in Yemen actually almost destroyed Saudi Arabia. And the Saudis couldn't deal with them. And since Saudi Arabia is a weak country, and the Iranian, Russian, Chinese, North Korean alliance is today the rising force in the world, while the West, America and Europe are in decline. So Saudi Arabia said, if you cannot beat them, join them. So they joined the Iranian, Russian, Chinese alliance in order to be protected from their wrath.
Dr. Mordechai Kedar, thank you so much for your insight today.
Thank you.